Have you ever asked yourself these questions? How can I learn English faster? How can I speak English fluently? What's the best way to learn English? Well, if you're watching this video, I have a good feeling that today we will answer all of these questions. Hello everyone, at a language school, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about how to improve your speaking skills. To make it more interesting, I invited my friend Tom. Hi Tom, nice to see you again. So Tom is a foreign teacher who comes from the USA. He's been teaching English for over 10 years. Today he's going to share with us some tips on how to improve your speaking. So let's begin. The first question is, how to improve your speaking? What are some useful tips for improving spoken English? Okay, so there are many ways to improve your speaking skills. First of all, I would recommend listening to a lot of English. That's right, you need to train your ears to understand English, because if you don't, when you speak you will use incorrect grammar and pronunciation, because your ear does and know what is correct. Your ear needs to be trained, just like your body needs to be trained to go to the gym. Okay, so you need to listen to native speakers and try to imitate them. Listen to podcasts, TV shows, movies, whatever you like. The most important thing is to listen to real people who speak English. Another tip is to start speaking as soon as possible. Don't wait until you are ready. You never will be ready. There's no such thing as being ready. So just start speaking, and if you don't know what to say, just chat with somebody about anything. It's okay if you make mistakes, if people laugh at you. Just keep talking, keep practicing, and then one day you will wake up and realize that you are fluent in English. So don't wait, don't hesitate, just start speaking. The next tip is to read aloud. Reading aloud helps you to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Also, it trains your mind to think in English, and believe me, thinking in English is very important for your speaking skills. So when you read something in English, try reading it out loud. This is a great way to practice your spoken English. And the last but not least, you should record yourself while speaking. It could be really awkward at first, but trust me, it's going to be helpful. It's going to help you identify your weaknesses and work on them. You might notice that you pronounce certain sounds incorrectly, or maybe your grammar is weak. When you hear yourself speaking, you will be able to pinpoint exactly what you need to work on. And once you know what you need to work on, you can go to YouTube, find a video lesson, and fix your mistakes. There are a lot of free resources online, so use them. So these are some tips on how to improve your speaking skills. But you may still ask me, how can I learn to think in English? Is it even possible? Yes, it is possible, and it's quite easy. Let me explain. So usually learning a language consists of 4 main skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. However, when it comes to speaking, you should remember that speaking is not just about saying words correctly. It's not just about having a good vocabulary and grammar. Speaking is also about how you use these words and phrases to express yourself. It's about your ability to think in the language you are speaking. And this is where things get a little tricky. Thinking in another language requires a lot of practice and immersion. However, it's not impossible. In fact, I think it's quite easy if you follow these steps. Step number 1. Start by learning basic phrases and vocabulary. This is essential because you need to have a foundation to build on. If you don't know any words or phrases, you won't be able to form complete thoughts in English. So start with the basics, and then expand your vocabulary and learn more complex phrases. Step 2. Immerse yourself in the language. So the best way to do this is to surround yourself with English as much as possible. Listen to English music, watch English TV shows and movies, and try to understand what is being said without subtitles. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the easier it will become to think in English. Step 3. Use English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The key is to make it a habit. You could start by talking to yourself in English, or you could find a friend or family member who could help you practice. You could also try writing in English, which could help you think of the right words and phrases to use. Step 4. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they are learning a new language. It's important not to let this discourage you. Just keep practicing, and eventually, you will be able to think in English fluently. So these are just a few tips on how to learn to think in English. It takes time and practice, but it is possible. Just don't give up and keep practicing. Okay, so we talked about how to improve our speaking skills and how to learn to think in English. But maybe you're wondering, is there an easy way to improve my English speaking? Well, let me tell you a secret. There is no easy way to learn anything, but there is a fast way. This is a method that helped me learn English really quickly. I went from the level A2 to C1 in less than 6 months, and it was because of this method. So the method is very simple. You just need to find a good teacher who can teach you, and more importantly, who can give you a lot of homework. A good teacher will give you a lot of homework and correct all your mistakes. When you learn from your mistakes, you learn fast. When you don't get any feedback, you learn slow. It's very important to find a good teacher who gives you a lot of homework and corrects everything. Believe me, if you study 2 hours per day with a good teacher, you will make so much progress in just 1 month. You will be amazed. However, if you don't have money to pay for a good teacher, you can always find free videos on YouTube. You can find a video lesson and study with it. You can download the PDF version of the lesson and do the exercises. And if you finish all the exercises, you can do them again and again and again. You can do them until you're 90 years old. There are so many exercises you can do. You can find a lot of free materials online. And don't complain about it. Stop complaining and start studying. So this is the fast way to learn English. Find a good teacher, study with him, do a lot of exercises, and don't complain. And now I want to ask you a question. Which tip was the most useful for you? Did you like Tom's tips? Or maybe you think they were stupid and useless. Maybe you have your own tips that can help people improve their speaking skills. Please write down your answers in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.